Italy is just across the water, but for almost half a century, Albania may as well have been on another planet.
The first thing you notice about Albania are the bunkers. You can't miss them. They're everywhere. Almost 1 million scattered across the countryside. They line the beaches, the roads, clutter up the fields and the front yards of houses. They'd be almost laughable if they didn't stand testimony to the paranoia of Enver Hoxha, the communist dictator who ruled Albania for 40 years. Sealed off from the rest of the world, he turned this place into one giant concentration camp. The only God allowed was Hoxha himself, and those who dared believe otherwise were persecuted beyond any imagining.
When Enver Hoxha came to power after World War II, Albania was a predominantly Muslim nation with sizable Orthodox and Catholic minorities. Hoxha moved swiftly to quash faith in anything but his communist state.
Pjesëmarrja gjerë në përgatitjen fizike është një masë e rëndësishme për sukseset më teshme në punë për realizimin e planit.
Ne akuzojmë klerikët.
Holy books and icons were confiscated, houses of worship destroyed, and religious leaders paraded in show trials before being jailed or executed. In 1967, not content with merely shooting the messenger, Hoxha outlawed God himself, declaring Albania the world's first atheist state.
Gjatë asaj, gjatë kohës burgut, edhe unë shumë herë kam dëshiruar me dek. Kur shifshim tjerë të i dek, ja u kam pas flakmin që po vdesin. Sot, sigurisht që, unë kisë me dëshiruar në bërë në usam pak shumë.
Father Zef Plumi is one of only a handful of Catholic priests who survived the Hoxha era. In all, he spent 26 years in prisons and labour camps, enduring repeated torture.
Korrenti në gjitha torturat, korrenti elektrik për mu, spakut, për mu ishte më i vështiri, që me të shtin korrentin elektrik të aty në telefonave dë vjetër që janë kanë që provosin, dhe veshin në vesh këto. Për mua aja është kanë tortura ma më nërshme që kam mujtë me.
Father Plumi was released in 1990, but true freedom came 2 years later, when the Democrats ousted the Communists at the polls. Today, the rush is on to reclaim the faithful and to indoctrinate a whole generation of Albanians who grew up in a religious void. Before Hoxha's rule, 70% of Albanians were Muslim. Today, they too are busy regrouping. Already, 300 mosques and 10 Islamic primary schools have been built and 1 million copies of the Quran printed. The primary target, young people with no loyalty to any particular faith.
Fakti nga të parët tanë ka qenë kështu që nëse prindrit kanë qenë musliman ose katolik, edhe ne duhet të jeshim musliman ose katolik. Po fakt tani diçka është e lirë. Qofse unë jam musliman, qofse unë besoj në fen muslimane, mund të bëhem musliman, qofse besoj në fen katolike, mund të bëhem katolik. Nuk ka asgjë më imponim.
The Muslim world is investing heavily in Albania, but any suggestion of fundamentalism is quickly denied by Albania's Islamic leader, Hafiz Sabri Koçi. He maintains there are excellent relations between the three established faiths.
Pra në Shqipëri as që ka pas fundamentalizm dhe as që do të ketë. Vetëm mund quhet fundamentalism politik.
Until now, we built from the foundation 50 new churches.
Orthodox Archbishop Anastasios Yanulatos ministers to Albania's ethnic Greek minority.